Well, I thought it'd be fun to do a segment called Garden Makeover, where we start with a garden that really is a pretty much of a blank slate, and we go from there to kind of fix it and make it look nice. We're at the garden of Diana Childers. Good morning, Diana.
Good morning.
Nice to see you here. And John DeBoer from Farmington Gardens has entered the picture because that's where we're going to get the plants that are going to go here. And John, just to let people know, if people have a plan and they come into Farmington, you would help them with the plant selection, maybe some ideas?
Absolutely, and we can talk them out of the bad things that they have on their plan and give
Right.
them suggestions for things that might work better, and yeah.
Okay. And so Diana, when you had the plan done, your idea for this backyard, is this pretty much what it is?
Definitely the hardscape, but some of the plantings, not exactly what I want.
Okay, so your idea, let's say in a perfect world, what would you want this to be like out here?
Well, a couple patios that we have on the plan,
All
some
right.
lawn, and a lot of planting beds.
Okay. But John and I were talking, and there's some major challenges out here. First of all, this area slopes down a lot. And so, John, your idea was to do what here for that slope?
Well, we were talking about putting in a retaining wall on the back end there so that we could leave the fence and just fill up close to the fence and slope away from the house just gradually then.
Okay. And you've got really big fir trees, so you get a lot of shade. And that area is, what direction is that back there? That's what?
That is south.
South, okay. And do you think you could limb them a bit? Like John mentioned, if you limbed that, that would really open that area up quite a bit back there?
And that's something we definitely want to do. We need to work with the neighbors.
Okay. And by doing that then, John, the area here where it's really sunken down in, that would really help that whole area too, don't you think?
Absolutely. I think the whole thing would flow really nicely then down toward the lower ed where the shed will be.
Okay, so you want a shed down there, is that
Right.
right, Diana? Okay. And over here, I mean, you got a lot of trees, hemlocks along here. Is that something that you selected?
I did not select those, and I think that there's maybe too many right there on the plan.
Okay.
So we probably want to scale that back a bit.
All right, and the lawn would be different too? You want to kind of have it separated, two different areas for lawn?
Yes, with some pathways in between.
And what would you like the pathways to be of, for example?
Oh, just a small gravel
Okay.
path.
So John, if you were looking at this right away and you wanted to put something over here by the firs, I mean, maybe just let's give her some ideas on some things you might want to put
Well,
there.
she mentioned that she really likes perennials, and there's just a wonderful assortment of various colored variegated perennials and things that would work to lighten up that area under the trees. Hostas and Jacob's ladder. It's just a lot of things that we can work on with her.
Right. And that's a good point. What he said is to kind of brighten it up, because you can get a lot of things for foliage that would look good even when they're not blooming. It'd be like a pop of color. I don't know if you get any sun there at all. I'm not sure about.
Not in that back area.
Okay, so it'd be perfect for hostas, things like that, and you can get such a variety, variation on the leaf color, and it wouldn't really matter whether they bloomed or not. You'd have that. And if you like perennials, I think we should stick with things that you really like.
Yes, I definitely like a lot of perennials in my garden.
Okay, and how about the area over here along the fence? Your idea for that would be, initially it looked like you had some lilacs in here?
Yes, the garden shed in the back corner, and then the lilacs along the fence.
Okay, and that would still be part of the plan you would like?
Yes.
And John, you think it'd be okay over there?
I think
Lilac?
so. Originally there were some on the back side as well, under the trees, and there probably isn't enough light there, but she really likes lilacs, and that I think would be a suitable spot for them.
Okay, and the only thing I wonder, John, is that the area here, like behind you, it's really sunken. So, I mean, if you redo this, you might have to put in some drainage for the lawn, maybe?
I think that once the grade is leveled out a little bit, it's going to just go away.
Automatically,
Yeah.
just go away. Okay, so Diana, the plan now is, so you know John at Farmington. You
Yes.
can go in there, take your plant. He's going to help you with some planting ideas. And then in a few weeks, we'll come back here and we'll place the plants. And then a few weeks after that, we'll have the actual planting. So it's all going to be very different within just a couple months.
That's our hope.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for having us here. And thank you,
you.
John, for being part of it.
You bet.
For a complete listing of all the plants you've seen and the places we've been, go to MikeDarcy.com.
Good morning, Portland. I'm Steve Leader.
And I'm Rebecca Marshall.
Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 8s.
Lars Larson checks in with the Rose City
Sports at 15 and 45 on your home of the Ducks and Blazers. Here's
Your
Kevin
station
Radley.
for fair and balanced news. News Radio 750 KXL.
There are hundreds of great reasons to visit Farmington Gardens.
I'm a year-round gardener, so I always want to come and find something new.
Farmington Gardens will help you create the garden of your dreams.
And so when I come to Farmington Gardens, they have something every season of the year.
Ideas and imagination grow at Farmington Gardens, too.
I like to come here just on a nice day and wander around. When it's early spring and you can't really do any gardening outside, you can come down here and just dream.
Just a short drive out Farmington Road in Aloha. Farmington Gardens, we're growing for you.
This summer's tomato harvest starts now. It's your one chance to start your seedlings in Black Gold Seedling Mix and give them the best environment for a healthy start. Every ingredient in Black Gold Seedling Mix gives delicate root systems what they need to grow and be strong for transplanting. You'll see the OMRI certification right on the bag. A successful harvest starts with a recipe for success. Black Gold Seedling Mix, sold only at local independent garden centers. For the one nearest you, log on to sungro.com.
Well, be sure and catch my radio show on Saturday mornings, 9 to noon on KXL, 750 on the AM dial. This particular show on Comcast will repeat again at 6 p.m. on Thursday evening, or you can watch it anytime at your leisure during the week. Just go to mikedarcy.com on the internet, and you can click on whatever segment you want to watch. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.